Imagine walking into a high-end restaurant kitchen. The chef doesn't try to prep every single menu item for the entire year all at once. They focus purely on the orders coming in for tonight's service. In Agile software delivery, teams fail when they try to swallow the entire product roadmap at once. They get overwhelmed, lose direction, and deliver half-baked features. That's where the sprint backlog comes in. It's not just a list of tickets or a dumped subset of your product backlog. It is the team's highly focused, flexible plan for the next iteration. In this video, we're unpacking what the sprint backlog actually is, who owns it, how it evolves, and how to keep it from turning into a chaotic dumping ground. By the end, you'll know how to structure a sprint backlog that keeps your team aligned, empowered, and consistently delivering real value. To really understand the sprint backlog, forget the idea that it's just a simple list of Jira tickets. In the official Scrum guide, the sprint backlog is actually made up of 3 specific elements. 1, the sprint goal, why we are doing the sprint. This is the overarching objective that provides purpose and business context. 2, the selected product backlog items, what we are building. These are the user stories, features, or fixes chosen from the product backlog. 3, an actionable plan, how we are going to deliver them. This is the breakdown of tasks needed to turn those items into a working increment of software. Think of it as a tactical blueprint. If the product backlog is the full wish list of everything that could be built, the sprint backlog is the concrete, highly focused slice we commit to tackling right now. Here is a critical concept that many corporate teams get wrong. Who owns the sprint backlog? The answer is simple: the developers. While the product owner brings the priorities and defines what needs to be done, only the developers decide how much work they can pull into a sprint and how they will execute it. Why this matters? It prevents external managers or stakeholders from forcing extra work onto the team mid-sprint. The golden rule: nobody outside the Scrum team can alter the sprint backlog without consulting the team first, and any change must not put the sprint goal at risk. How the sprint backlog evolves. It's not static. A common trap is treating the sprint backlog like a set-in-stone contract signed on day 1 of the sprint. It's not. The sprint backlog is a living plan. As developers work through tasks during the sprint and learn more about the technical complexities, the plan updates. If a task turns out to be bigger than expected, it gets broken down further. If a planned task becomes unnecessary, it gets dropped. The detail emerges organically day by day, often during the daily scrum. The sprint goal remains fixed, but the path to get there can adapt as new technical realities surface. Common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Let's look at 3 classic traps that turn a good sprint backlog into a micromanagement cage. The missing sprint goal. If your sprint backlog is just 15 random unrelated bug fixes with no unifying goal, the team will work in isolated silos rather than collaborating. Mid-sprint scope creep, allowing stakeholders to sneak quick favors onto the board mid-sprint dilutes focus and destroys team velocity. Overcommitment, trying to pack the backlog to 100% capacity leaves 0 room for unexpected technical blockers or production emergencies. The fix, always leave buffer, anchor every item back to a single sprint goal, and empower developers to say no to scope churn. The sprint backlog isn't meant to be a rigid taskmaster. It's a tool designed to give your team focus, autonomy, and clarity. By pairing a strong sprint goal with developer ownership, you turn daily work from a chaotic scramble into a steady, predictable flow of value. How does your team handle the sprint backlog? Do developers have full ownership, or do outside requests constantly creep in? Drop your experiences in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to Certify IT for more clear Agile guides, and I'll see you in the next video.